Hi, everybody.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going, Brendan?
Good. How are you?
Good. So, folks, I'm Joseph Goodman. This is Brendan LaSalle, and we're here for the Road Crew Rally. So, we got an awesome agenda for you tonight, but first I wanted to jump in and basically just speak a couple minutes to acknowledge what's happening in the world right now. Obviously, Russia invaded Ukraine, and it's a crazy time in the world right now. And we debated if we should still even go forward with the show tonight. But, that's part of the reason we game is to escape from the real world. We've all needed gaming at some point in our lives to take a step back and forget about whether it's our personal lives or broader issues at large. So that's part of the reason we wanted to still go forward with this tonight. It's not meant to be any kind of disrespect or lack of acknowledgement for what's going on in the world, but more just to give you guys, and frankly us, a chance to not watch cable TV for 10 minutes, not be on our phones for an hour, and just talk about something else and get our minds off of it. Brendan, anything you want to add to that before we get into the Road Crew Rally part?
Just that I'm super happy that we have the opportunity to do this tonight and to, hopefully, let this be a moment of joy, for everybody. I'm trying to let that be for me and for everybody else. Let's rally around this moment where it's all of us together, talking about what we love.
Yeah, and I think Brendan actually said it pretty good earlier today. What we need in times of trouble are ziggurats, wizard bands, and tournaments. A little bit of Gen Con, a little bit of swag, throwing some dice bags, and it's a good night. So that's what we got for you tonight, folks. Brendan, you want to tell them about the agenda a little bit?
Ziggurats, wizard vans, swag, tournaments, upcoming road crew stuff, special guests. Sarah Brown and I, my co-host Sarah, chiming in and just being awesome. It's going to be, your questions in the chat. It's going to be fantastic. So stick around, and we're going to lay out everything for the road crew for the year, and super excited to have you all here. And hey, and big ups to Joseph for showing up tonight, founder of the feast.
So thanks, everybody. I'm going to bug out, and then I'm going to watch because I want to see all these pictures of the ziggurat and the wizard band and all the amazing swag and everything else. And I'll hand it over to Brendan. We'll be right back.
Hello, road crew, Goodman Games fans, new people. Thank you all so much for tuning in. That was Joseph Goodman. I came a minute ago, and this is me and my ace road crew homie, Sarah Brown. Sarah,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Under all circumstances, I really appreciate you being here and being here with me. How's everything been?
It's been good. We're covered with ice. We talked about this. So I have electricity,
Yes.
so we're good.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in the middle of an ice storm. I worked from home today, and I mean, it's small fries compared to everything else going on, but that is what is affecting my world right now. So
I get it. Well, let's pray that our
if I lose electricity, you'll know why.
Power and electric. Okay, so this is the Road Crew Rally. We're going to talk about we have a lot of stuff we want to get to tonight, so we're going to get right to it. We're going to bring up some special guests. We're going to talk about a whole lot of different things, including a couple of things you're not ready for. We are going to announce a contest tonight, which is going to be exciting. We're going to have guests from all over the Goodman Games sphere, and we're going to just we're going to do our thing. We're going to have fun and talk about the road crew for this year, and let's get right to it. So this year's road crew program is, we are going back to our older model of doing it. So we will be you sign up for the road crew this year, and you'll be getting swag will be on a per game basis that you'll order off of the website. So the more games that you run, the better and cooler swag that comes your way, all the way up into some stuff that's so cool we don't have it yet. Yeah, it's amazing. It's
Yes.
actually, they're actually at the factory right now cramming extra amazing into some of the stuff. And that takes time. So we don't have it for you to show you here tonight, but we will have it soon enough. And everything's on its way. So that's going to be, I think that is going to be, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, because we want to have giveaway swag again, because once again we are back on the road, and that is the theme of this year.
Yes.
Goodman Games, we are going back to the back to our regular, convention schedule. We are going to be back at live shows, and we're super excited about that. So we had to go back to giveaway swag, and so we took all of your suggestions. We talked to the Road Crew Advisory Council. We figured out what everyone's favorites were, and we tried to get a sampling of all of that, with a few exceptions, because Kojo, we're never going to do hex paper.
I am excited about the graph paper though. So
Me as well. All right. Well, then, hey, how about we say, with no further ado, why don't we bring in our first special guest, and we'll get right into the whole swag thing. Take us away, Alana. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hello, Road Crew fans. Look who I brought. Everyone's favorite, Jen Brinkman.
That was a long commute, man.
Jen, thank you so much for showing up.
Of course. Okay,
So,
so back to the road, right?
Back to the road. We are back on the road. We're back doing live conventions again. We wanted to make sure people had some really amazing giveaway swag, both for themselves, for running games, and also for their players. So why don't let's just stop messing around. Let's talk about the swag. Why don't we let's show off what we have, what we're going to give out for this year.
What would you like first? Would you like game number one?
All right, game number one.
I can't hold all that at once.
Okay,
Especially if you guys want like the special secret previews.
Yeah, so game number one.
Wait for it. Remember those bookmarks? Let's hold it straight, Jen. The bookmarks with the character sheets on the back. Those were a really big hit in prior years, and those were, I think, number one on the list of things that people wanted back.
Yeah.
I believe it. A
couple examples of the bookmarks that we got.
There are a couple of different designs, but all of them have the integral character sheet on the back.
Yes, of course. Some of you may recognize some of them. Some of you may not. Some of you may need to expand your bookshelves. I'm just saying. And of course, yes. And another really popular item from the past few years, or the past 9 years, we've been doing this Road Crew program since 2013.
I know,
and
right?
we went back and collated all of the rewards. And our beloved pencils were one of those items. So you get a handful of these and the bookmarks for your first game. And that means stuff for you, stuff for your players, all that good stuff. Also, in the past, we started with like game one, and then maybe on game 5 you get something else, or on your 6th or 8th game. It wasn't really intended to be for every single game, because you need that carrot on a stick, right? You want to continue to run additional games and get something big for those milestones. So for game 3, there's a pack of sticky notes for our judges. Nice new art. And the Tour de Force. Have we showed this off yet?
Nope. Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum. My camera sucks and I'm sorry.
But those are the new Road Crew folders for this year.
Indeed, we get the pocket folders, and so there'll be one of those for you and your players. The judge gets the sticky notes. Really throwing it back to old school.
Yes, but
Game
not enough
5.
this. Game 5.
Sarah.
I know. So excited.
A new graph paper pad compared to the ones that were out for previous years. And we have some iconic character buttons for you and for your players. Brendan, do you have a way of showing some of these off?
Well, I'll tell you, I was going to put them all on a van, on my vest rather, and put like wear it and then sort of like stand up and display the whole thing. But then I didn't do that because I had to watch TV for 10 hours today. But here's a couple of them. Look at that. There's Hugh. Wow, another couple of iconic character buttons.
One of my favorites, Cesar Khan.
Yes.
Cesar Khan. Who can? Says
We
who
got
can.
Ming.
Yep. The mustachioed wizard. Yeah.
Yes.
You know it.
So there's 5 of those with game 5, and for game
The cleric. I forget her name.
7,
Sorry.
you get the other 5. There's
Yeah.
a total of 10. Collect them all. Also for game 7, judges will be getting a t-shirt. This is a throwback to the olden days where you had to be on the road crew to get this road crew t-shirt. You couldn't just buy it for being a fan. There's going to be plenty of t-shirts and apparel for fans, I promise. But this, we really wanted to commemorate the fact that you guys are special too. You guys are bringing the game to everybody else. T-shirt image is coming soon. It could be regular t-shirt, it could be a ringer tee, it could be a raglan. We're not 100% sure on that.
We're still wrestling the whole thing. We're we're doing a physical contest. Some of us representing some images. Sarah is taking the other image. We're just gonna.
Brendan and I had a fist fight.
Pretty
sure I'll win.
It wasn't pretty.
I still can't breathe all the way in one lug from where she tagged me with a clipper. I took a clipper to the side, so I'm not. But I know, right?
Yeah.
It's all.
I'm scrappy. I'm scrappy.
Mhm. I got to reach, but it's only going to get you so far.
Once you figure out what size t-shirt you wear, you can go ahead and get that, right? We might have decided on a design by the time you hit game 7 this year. Now, some of you may remember our dice bags of yore.
These are the old ones. These are not this year.
Yes, those were from prior years. And this is for 2022. Ooh, shiny.
Very cool.
It is the iconic DCC Wizard van on blue and silver this time. And that will be, I believe 5 come with that pack. So you can give those to your players or keep one yourself depending on your level of greed. And for the
We don't judge.
You
We're not
get
gonna
the
judge.
swanky
Yes, my favorite. This is my
judges
favorite.
screen. We've got an extra panel of tables that we created specifically for your players, especially people who are new to the game. So
That's brilliant.
this panel is
brilliant.
full of stuff that's really good for the newer players. And then we added some additional content
Mhm.
to the inside.
If y'all like the composition of the screen, it was all Jen Brinkman. 100%. It's 100% Jen Brinkman.
And if you love it, it was me. If you hate it, screw it, it was still me.
I'm sure we'll love
I
it.
worked
I'm
with what I was
sure.
given, right?
I'm super happy with mine.
For
Yes.
game 11, we don't have some of these things in our hot little hands yet, but we have come up with some individually created, hand-painted DCC RPG dice for y'all. So you'll be getting a handful of those. And the other most often requested item, the dead stamp.
Sound.
It's all
death
about the
stamp is back,
presentation,
kids.
right?
Yes.
And again, that's for game 11. Again, we don't have everything in our hot little hands just yet, but those of you familiar with the Belt Buckle Award,
Yeah.
this year, keeping with the theme, it will be in a brushed nickel finish.
I like it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
more of a silver brush nickel. And that's game 13. And have we told them how you can actually get these sweet little items, Brendan?
That's the very next thing on my agenda when we bring up our very next special
Awesome.
guest. And we're really excited about that. But hey, first, big hand for Jen for showing up and for being our Vanna tonight, and for making it all happen. Hey, Jen has been working her butt off to get all of this stuff ready to go and in the warehouse and such. So hey, if you're out there, seriously, big up on Jen. She really has rocked it out. This is the maiden of swag this year, and super grateful to have you about.
It's been a pleasure. I will yield the chair to your next guest.
All right, absolutely. Elena, take us away. Hello, everybody. I am back with Mr. Brett Brooks. So Jen is really the reason why we have swag. Brett's the reason that you're going to be able to get it.
Well,
And we have a. Don't. Brett has also worked his behind off, and has put it all together. And Brett, seriously, like now that we're back on the road again, I gotta say, like, some of my fondest convention memories are me and Brett driving the van full of stuff up to all of these places and fighting over what songs we're going to play next and where we're going to eat. So
we graciously let each other take turns on our musical selections because they're quite diverse.
Oh yeah. I mean, one time we actually went through the Rolling Stone top 500 songs of all time and played all the ones we hadn't heard of before.
That's true.
That was a good afternoon, you know. So
well, it was a 13-hour drive, so we had to do something.
Had to do something. For God's sakes, we've known each other since like the 80s. We've run out of things to talk about. So, but you know what though? We got something to talk about tonight because Brett has set up the new back end pages exclusively for the road crew. That is going to be how we're going to order swag from now on. Brett, how's that going to work?
It's actually as simple as could be for the road crew folks. What's going to happen is they go to our events page, they register their events, then myself or my illustrious helper, Jess McDevitt, will go into the background, grab that material, and set up them with what we're calling a road crew membership on our site. That means when you go to your store page, and you'll see up in the corner of the store page, My Account. You go to My Account, and there'll be a new section that says Membership. You click on Membership, and it will link to the page where you can go and purchase road crew stuff. Anybody can see that stuff, but if you are not a member, you can't buy it. So you have to be a member to purchase the road crew stuff, which means you have to be able to go in and, you will be registered once you have thrown in everything on the events page. It is all done behind the scenes. All you have to do as a member of the road crew is get in there, register, and run your events. As we get more of the road crew, swag in, as we were just talking about, as that starts rolling in, we'll be setting up, 7, 9, 11, and 13 for you to order as well. It'll all be there. And who knows, you might even see a few other surprises appear in those pages that I can't talk about.
Oh, that's super exciting, Brett, and thank you very much for getting that all straightened out. And, making it
very
happen.
happy. It's something Joe really wanted to get done, and I was, we've been working on it for a little while, and we finally got it all working just right. So
yeah,
it sounds like it'll be a lot more streamlined, which is nice. So
exactly, Sarah. And Brett's been grinding on it, and we're super grateful for him getting it all done and for making it all happen. Brett is the man behind the curtain, and we're super happy to have him back there,
being curtained
behind the curtain, pulling levers. And I guess
just ignore
Dorothy.
Ignore me. I'm the man behind the curtain.
No, not ignore the man behind the curtain.
But I've got that big flaming face I show everybody. It's okay.
Absolutely. So if you already ran games in 2022 at online cons but didn't register on the GG events page, how can you get credit for them? Just go ahead and put those events in. I guess you have to. Can you backdate stuff onto the?
No, but you can email Jess at info@goodman-games.com, and she'll get back in touch with you, go over everything, and get you set up that way. If there's something that you didn't know to go in and register, we can still retroactively get you involved. We just have to do that behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and that's Jess at Goodman. I'll put
info@goodman-games.com.
Info, that's right. Yep. Whoops.
The other would work as well, but technically you're supposed to go to info.
Yeah, go to info so we know what we can keep up with the workflow and know what we're doing. Okay, so anything else, Brett, before we move on down the road crew?
Really looking forward to everybody getting back on the road and seeing each other this year. That's it's been a long time.
Yes, it has. Me as well. All right, thank you, Brett. All right, we're gonna keep moving down. We're gonna rotate through to our next special guest. Get ready, kids. It's gonna be amazing. All right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, we are back with one of my absolute favorite judges, favorite designers, favorite people, Mr. Terry Olsen.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you.
Before we go further, I'm going to answer a question out of the chat real quick. For folks in rural areas, will online table games still qualify as road crew games? Yes, as long as those games are still open to the public and advertised and put up on the calendar, they absolutely count. We want you, I think after the last 2 years, I think it's safe to say online gaming is never going away. That genie is not going back in the bottle. It is too nice to be able to run games in your pajama bottoms. It is too nice to be able to play with your friends in Scotland when you're in,
Yes.
in California or wherever, or even right here in Georgia. So yes, online games will absolutely still count for the road crew. They just have to be open to the public. So not your weekly with just your buds, but if you run a weekly that you can invite everybody to, and anybody who shows up learns how to play, absolutely. All right, so Terry, great
Sir,
to see you, man. Yeah,
great
man.
to see the two of you.
Hi,
How are
Terry.
you? Can't wait to see you, and can't wait to see you in real life again.
Amen.
I
Amen.
know, right? I know, right? But you know what, though? That's coming up, and we're talking about the online conventions, and we are talking about Gen Con. So, Terry, tell everybody about the Gen Con tournament.
Well, I wonder if people remember those gong farmers who entered the Chaos Lord's Keep, descended below, and claimed victory upon the ziggurat. Well, I am here to tell you that those reavers, cut purses, and warlocks left their original task unfinished. And so this year at Gen Con, we are going to return to the Starless Sea.
Word.
Yep.
We're going back to the Starless Sea, kids. What's that going to be like for them, Terry?
So we did this online for 2020's Bride of the Cyclops Con, but this time we're doing it in person as it was originally intended. So for those of you that played it online, you can play it in person again. We're not like going to be like, no, you played it online, because we killed everybody. So we welcome you to come back and die again. It's a pleasure for us. It's fun for you. So please come and die one more time. We're going to have some different encounters to hopefully mix things up a bit. We're aiming for 500 players. Let's just let that
Nice.
sink in.
That's a lot of players.
Yeah. Now, consequently, we're going to have a different space than previous tournaments. So stay tuned. There will be more details later on when that's all going to go down. There's going to be plenty of drains for blood, hopefully tissues. There'll be counselors on hand to help you out with your issues. We're also aiming for the ability for people to walk on to round one of the tournament. So in previous tournaments, they've sold out and people have found out about them late, not being able to join. So we're really trying to have enough resource that if there are some stragglers that want to walk on, they can. And who knows, returning players might actually be able to beat round two this time. No one did it when we ran it online. Round two went undefeated.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Man, you kidding me? Oh my God. It was like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, goodness.
People went
Hardcore.
to the some people got to the final encounter, but they either ran out of time or TPK'd. Just to remind folks what you're going to be up against. The first round is a funnel, and then that's in Sailors on the Starless Sea's future. And then they'll go to the distant past in round two, which will be a level 1 adventure. So round 1, you'll play some gong farmers. Round 2, you'll play some first level reavers.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
And players got to fight a 4-armed 10-corpse vine horror. They got to pilot a wizard van. They got to feed a leviathan, and then have an epic showdown with 2 chaos lords that they all lost. But maybe this year will be different. Some permanently altered themselves by inadvertently killing their ancestors, which was pretty cool. It happens, right? You
Yeah,
go in the
I mean-
past, swinging a sword around. You're gonna
That's
come
the way
back
it
with 3 noses. It's just how it goes. There were huge records for luck burn, and a lot of fun was had. So we're hoping to reproduce that. We're going to have 5 flights for round 1. There will be 2 on the morning and afternoon of Thursday. And then we're going to have 3 flights on Friday, morning, afternoon, and evening. So if you come by and see me or Judge Mark or Judge Harley on Friday evening after running 3 tournament flights in a row, please be merciful. You know, the bleary-eyed look is nothing but joy and glee. And then the finals will be on Saturday afternoon. The thing that I want to put out there is we are still looking for judges because of the immensity of this tournament. We are looking for judges. So if you want to sling some dice and break some hearts, then please get a hold of us about judging the tournament. You can contact Mark Goodman or Mark Goodman. Yeah. Mark Bruner. You can contact him at mark@goodmangames.com. So that's Mark, M-A-R-C. So Mark with the C, and then goodman-games.com. So please send him an email. Let him know you're interested in judging. We are going to need all the help we can get.
Absolutely. No better way to get to know the inner tribe than doing the tournament. Am I right?
Yeah, you are right.
You know, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So sign up. The tournament is going to be amazing. I'm so stoked that 500 person tournament, 500 person tournament. I remember when there weren't 500 DCC fans. Okay. I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, we're super stoked. Hey, what's up? Mark Lord. Yeah, you know, so come sign up, be a part, be a judge, be a participant, but definitely come out and support that at Gen Con this year. We can't wait to see all your shiny faces over
Amen.
here. So yes, absolutely. We're so stoked, and thank you very much, Terry, for being on. So you know what? The tournament is not the only thing that is going to be at Gen Con this year. Oh no, my friends. Oh no. We're going to come back with a guest that's going to show you something that's going to be at the tour at the convention that is going to blow your mind. We're back in 2 and 2. Oh yeah. Okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with here's someone you don't see enough of. My man Wayne Snyder. Wayne is an amazing artist, DCC supporter. He is the overlord and baron of WayneCon. But not enough this. Wayne is also coming to you this year. He is bringing something to the convention this year that's going to blow the back of your skull out. Are we ready? Alana, do me a favor and show us the first picture. What? Yeah. So that is the back of the Wizard Van. Wayne, tell us a little bit about what's been going on with the van.
I've got it in 2014. I was planning on doing a bunch of restoration work to it and just kind of partying in it. And I wanted something, I was going to have it painted, but I wanted something on it that was kind of a placeholder to make it awesome. And I got this vinyl decal made by a friend of mine, and he put it on there, and it's been on there ever since because I keep doing mechanical work on it instead of body work and stuff that makes it look fancy. So
yeah,
but it's awesome, and the decal still looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, I think the whole thing is amazing, and I think that the very idea that the van is going to be good. So that van is going to be at the booth. Someone said it has to have a cool shifter knob. I haven't seen the shifter knob, but I can say that you have the same pedals that my uncle had on his van, the foot pedal,
the footprints, yeah,
footprint pedals, and it's got isn't the steering wheel's a pentagram, isn't it?
It is a pentagram.
Yeah, it's a proper Wizard. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah,
yes, proper Wizard van, kids. Does it have an 8-track? Yes, it still has an 8-track. And you know what? Not only is this thing going to be behind the booth at Gen Con this year, we're going to be running games in there.
I put the 8-track in after I got it, but when I put it under the dash, the holes were already there for the bracket.
So
it was perfect. It just fit right in there. I just put the screws in and it was done.
Beautiful.
It was meant to be.
There. Cool. What year is the van?
It's a 1978, which is the same year that Tomb of Horrors came out, which is what that art is from.
Yeah, coincidence? I don't think so.
Not so much. The shifter knob it's a 3-speed on the column. the manual.
Yeah.
But the shifter knob is not, it's the same old one, but the door locks are D20s.
Nice.
Like
That
it.
is awesome. That is so cool. So the van is going, but that's not all that Wayne is bringing. Wayne has been working on another part of our booth, accoutrements, the ziggurat. So we have some early pictures of the ziggurat in place. Wayne, tell us about the ziggurat.
Joseph wants to build a giant DCC playset. As we've slowly built the gong and then the obelisks and now the ziggurat, it's coming along. It's probably the most complicated thing I've ever built. And, it's probably larger than most garden sheds. We're going to be able to store lots of swag and books in there at the booth so that people can get them out of there. It's going to be about 12 foot tall when it's finished. It's got 4 levels, not including the kind of base level there. It kind of has kick plates on it, so everybody in the booth working there won't smash it up too much.
Yeah.
Um,
After Sarah beats me to death, you can bury me.
There you go.
The bad part about it is there's a lot of non-Euclidean geometry and certain, hexagramic things going on in there. And I started it 2 years ago. I started it in 2020 in February. And then, what happened. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen when it's done. But
yeah.
Maybe everything will right itself.
that would
You know
be
what I'm
great.
saying?
Yeah, that could be
Maybe
the
that's
problem.
the
That could
question.
be it's not
Maybe
finished.
we all
I let it hang.
we all pile into the ziggurat and we fight whatever we have to fight, we make it right.
Mhm.
Well, that's amazing, Wayne. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being on the show tonight, dude.
Sure. Thank you, guys.
Great to
Thank
see
you,
you.
Wayne.
And
It's good to see you all.
absolutely good to see you, bro. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let Wayne escape, but it's not over yet. I got one more person to introduce. That's right. The person behind the scenes, but this is the person behind the scenes. So get ready for that. Yeah. Back. And we're live. Hey, look, I am back with the ghost in the machine, Miss Helena Thompson.
Hi guys.
Our young homie, our youth ambassador, and the only reason that any of this works because she understands how the knobs have to go and the dials and the things and such. So
Yes.
we're all real grateful for her. Mhm. So Elena is if you are we are always looking for road crew members to run events, run shows, do all kinds of cool stuff on the Goodman Games Twitch channel right here. Now, a lot of people, we understand that a lot of folks have not been wanting to do this because they are afraid of the tech side. Isn't that right, Helena?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yes. So, really, it's no big feat to run a game in the first place, and it's like no big feat to even put it online. So like you guys are already through this pandemic have been doing it for what is it now, 2 years? So we've already been running it for 2 years. So it's really just as simple as you guys want to run a game for the road crew, hit us up. Like, just reach out. You can go to info@Goodman Games. They'll pass you along to the right channel. You could email me as well, and we can work on getting things kind of configured and put into the schedule so you guys can run basically whatever adventure you want.
Adventure, design style shows, discussion shows, panel things. Your imagination, and the sky is the limit, and we'd like to see more of that on there. So do not be dissuaded because the tech side of this thing stresses you out. I got the best tech person in the business right here. We'll get you sorted, absolutely sorted.
Yeah. Speaking as somebody who has no anything knowledge whatever with Twitch, I barely can do YouTube videos. Elena has made it so easy the few times I've been on any sort of these Twitch stream things. She's fantastic.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I appreciate that.
And she knows how everything works, so we don't have to.
Yep. That's just it.
That's the big thing.
Well, I know how most of it works. Yeah, I know how everything works.
I
Yeah,
mean,
totally.
you know so much more than I know. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I really do. But yeah, no,
Cool.
I am 100% ready and willing to help anybody, even if you don't want to. If you want to even just learn how to do OBS as well, I can teach you tricks. Like it's no big deal whatsoever. So feel free to reach out to me. I know recently my email was posted on a blog post, but you guys are welcome to reach out to me. Let me put my email in there. So if you guys want, if you have questions, want to know more, feel free to reach me at, if I can, yeah, I typed that right, at Alana@GoodmanGames.com. So that way you can ask me any kind of question and we can get, you right here where I am.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Elena. That's awesome. And just keep it in mind, we are looking for more and more content to be on our channel, and we want an outlet for all of the amazing things that y'all come up with. So let's talk. Let's see if we can't make you famous. All right. Thank you, Elena. You want to escape? We can send you out of here.
Please.
All right, see ya. We're gonna let her run for it.
We'll be back.
Wow, Sarah. I think we got through a whole bunch of stuff tonight.
We sure did.
Covered
So,
some good ground. What'd you say?
yeah, and the swag. I'm so excited to be back in that, running
Excited.
stuff and giving out. I mean, the bookmarks. I know I keep going on about the grid paper, but it's always a favorite. I like to hand a piece to all of my players. They have a place to take notes. It's fantastic, and then they get a little souvenir with the little DCC
I'm totally with it.
artwork on it. And who doesn't love that?
Oh yeah, this is a true story. Like Jen checked in with me to make sure that I had gotten all of this year's swag. And I was like, I mentioned what I got. And she's like, you didn't get the graph paper pad? And I realized, oh yeah, as soon as I got it, I started making a dungeon on it. I'm like, went through. So, so it just immediately was like, oh, great. You know what I mean? So
I mean, it's so fantastic.
oh, it is. It's the
Fantastic.
best. And it's I'm super stoked for it. So, all right. So, I think we covered a lot of good ground here tonight. And, I'm glad we were able to do this. I'm glad we were all able to hang out. Hard times, y'all. But let's keep the people who are really in danger in our thoughts, and keep those people close in our hearts and such. And keep doing what we're doing, bringing games to people, giving people a little bit of levity, giving people a little bit of escape, a little bit of fun in what has been a pretty bleak time. If you're in the road crew, you are a harbinger of that. You are someone that is going to reach out there and and help people out and do right by them. So thank you for being here. So I got just one more major topic to go over before we dip out. Are you ready for this, Sarah?
Yes.
All right, y'all. We are here to announce we have a new contest that we are going to do for y'all. Okay, so this is going to be a bumper sticker contest. Okay, so thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, Skunkwork. You much love. So we are going to do a bumper sticker contest. We're really excited about it. Okay, so in the past we did a full sticker contest, and a lot of people sent in some really cool
Yes.
designs. Okay, so we're going to do bumper stickers as giveaway swag, and we want you guys to come up with it. Some really neat stuff for it. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm reading the comments. I'm doing this. So, the bumper stickers, you can design, as long as it has something to do with a Goodman Games product in some way, you can be super creative. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to take the top three. Top three winners are going to get printed up. Designs have to be in by midnight of March 31st of this year. You can submit multiple designs. You are not stuck with just one design. We will be sending them in more. You can use any graphic format. I asked about that specifically. They said it was cool, whatever you want to do and such, which is great because I'm using crayons and I'm going to take a picture of my phone.
I'm sure you'll win.
I can't be in the contest. I'm an employee. I can't be in the contest, man. So, but the final stickers will be 11 inches by 3 inches. So keep that in mind for your setup there. Okay. And then we're gonna a blue ribbon panel chosen by myself. So, we'll be choose the best 3 designs, and then the top 3 winners are going to receive a prize. The prize will be an original piece of artwork from Goodman Games' own Brad K. McDevitt. Brad is going to hook you up with an actual original. Do you have any original Brad work? Yeah, I didn't think so. I do.
I don't.
I know the one I want. Brad's got one piece, my favorite piece from X-Crawl ever. He's been looking at for years. I want to put it in my, I want to be buried with it. So anyway, so you can get your pieces as well too. So yes, Big Bald Matt says Demon Blood is acceptable art materials. Absolutely, but I mean, good luck with that ish. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all I got. But just once again, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being in the road crew. Thank you for all of the time and dedication you put in your games. Thank you for putting up with the super noobs. For the people who don't know, can't tell a D14 from a D16 from a D12. Thanks for all of that. For repping Goodman Games, for running your good stuff, and all of it, and being here tonight with us and facing all the nonsense. I'm absolutely grateful, and you have my thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah, for being here with us tonight.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, of course. We'll do this again. This is great having you. We should hang out more, we should do another Road Crew rally next week just to do this. But thank you, Elena. And thank you everybody who was here tonight. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Jen. Of course, Joseph Goodman, founder of the Feast. Of course, Wayne. Of course, Terry Olsen. Thanks to everybody. We really appreciate it. And I hope that I hope let's go out there and just spread joy. Do that. That's what I want to see. We are back on the road in 2022, and we are out there to bring the message to everybody. Put away the nonsense, roll some dice. Thank you very much. Elena, take us out of here. Love. Appreciate y'all. Thanks.